Hello, I'm Torness, and welcome to another edition of Into Des Moines. We're sponsored by the Zona Comfort Life Balance Center, located on 71st Street in Urbandale. That's just west of Merle Mall. We are the forum that promotes small businesses in the greater Des Moines area, which means your business is our business. And tonight I'm here with Mrs. Terry Snyder, and she is the queen of Snyder Studio. Thank you for having us. How are you doing?
Good, thank you.
Now, before we get into this, you have to tell me all the good things I've been hearing about you, because this is a very, very busy lady. You have so much accolades going. Why don't you go ahead and let the audience know what's happening with you?
Sure. I've been in Waukee for 30 years and have my business here for about 28. I am on the board, or was on the board of the Waukee Chamber 2 times. I've been ambassador of the Waukee Chamber twice. I have been past president of the Waukee Lions Club back in like 95, 96. I was a charter member of the Kiwanis Club, Waukee Kiwanis Club.
Okay.
Also, I was on the board of the Waukee YMCA for 12 years.
Don't stop, keep going.
And I have just, in the last couple of years, won the Tom Hamilton Award through the Greater YMCA of Des Moines. And I've also been very active in their, what used to be called the Partners with Youth program, but it's their campaign, annual campaign to raise money for the people that cannot afford to be a part of the Y or participate in programs. And I'm still participating in that as a campaign manager or campaign leader. I also am on the Crime Stoppers board, and I went through the Waukee Citizens Police Academy. And currently,
Citizen of the Year?
yeah.
I had to get that in. Coming in the door, I heard she was a Citizen of the Year. What year was that?
It was 2014.
Okay.
I was Waukee Citizen of the Year. Yeah.
Okay, now are you a part of a few chambers? Is that correct?
I have recently joined the Urbandale Chamber, and I'm looking forward to getting more involved with them.
Okay, what we're going to do now is take the Into Des Moines crowd into your studio. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay, here we go, folks. Okay, here we are back in the studio. Well, not in the studio. The walls leading to the studio. But this wall here is a very significant wall. Could you tell us something about, because I heard the story, and this is kind of where it all began for you, correct?
It did. This is kind of, these pictures here just kind of show some of the sports pictures that I do. I got my start in Little League T-ball back in Arkansas, in Truman, Arkansas, when my son played T-ball, because we wanted the photographer to come out and take pictures. And I was new to photography, and he said, bring them to the studio, and I'll take their picture. Well, we're not taking the whole team to the studio. We wanted pictures out on the field. That's how I got started, by doing little league ball pictures.
Okay, can you tell me something about this particular picture right here?
This is when Waukee went to the Unidome for the state playoffs. I think it's like in 1995, and I was there taking pictures down on the floor. And then they used the same picture for their Waukee Warrior card.
These are really great shots here. Tell me, how long have you been in business exactly? Let's focus on this wall here, because over here you have...
These are senior pictures.
Okay,
and
these are the senior pictures.
Right.
How long have you been in business?
About 30 years totally, or maybe a little more, but
Right.
full time about 28. Since 1993, when the floods hit downtown Des Moines, where I was working full time, we couldn't work, so I decided, okay, I'm done. I'm going to do this full time.
So actually you took that as a good omen to move on.
Yes, I did.
And it's been working good for you.
Yes, pretty good.
Okay, and over here we have...
These are family pictures, mostly kids. There are a few families, but mostly babies and kids.
Okay, good. This is all great stuff. Why don't you take me back to where the magic begins? Can we do that?
We sure can.
Okay, come on back here into Des Moines. Okay, so this is where the real magic begins. Could you please tell us a little bit about your business?
I sure can. Like I said, I started doing Little League pictures.
Right.
So the majority of my work is ball pictures and Little League, but I also do senior pictures, family pictures, corporate events. This past summer I did 3 or 4 golf outings where we took the pictures right there of the teams and printed them, and they had them to take with them when they left. Not only that, I transfer your VHS to DVD. to digitalize it. I will take your negatives, your pictures from your scrapbooks, digitalize them for you so you'll have a copy in case something happens to them. I make blankets out of your pictures. I make purses out of your pictures.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
and I can do more.
Okay, yeah, well, I believe
Yeah.
it because this is a fantastic studio. You mentioned something which a lot of people probably don't even consider. You mentioned something about taking pictures for insurance to me earlier. Tell me about that.
Yeah, home inventory.
Okay.
I decided to do something like this. My brother's house caught on fire. And when they had to go through and inventory everything they had in there, they asked them, how many spoons, how many forks did you have, how many pairs of jeans did you have? Okay, we can guess. But if you take a video camera or if you take still pictures, you open every drawer, and you video it or take a picture, you go back and look at that if a tornado or fire happens, and you can get a good idea of what you had.
Okay, so you pretty much cover a lot of things here. Okay, is there a special field that you like to do?
I love doing the little kids baseball and t-ball.
Okay,
And,
that's where your
and
heart is.
basketball. They are so funny. You just laugh sometimes so much, you know, because some of their poses that they do, and it's just priceless.
Okay, well, she has given us an array of things to think about. What I have noticed that really caught my attention, you do excellent wedding pictures too, and we're going to take a look at those. Okay, Terry,
That's
let's go
fine.
walk
All
out
right.
here and take a look at it.
All right. Okay, this picture here is just a picture of the marriage license with their wedding picture superimposed over it.
That's nice. I've never seen that done before. And this is?
This one is like a magazine cover.
It's a magazine cover. Now, is that something new, or is that a new trend or a fashion?
I don't know. They have it out there. I don't see a lot of people with it because I don't know if it's offered to a lot of people, but I do have a lot of different magazine covers.
Okay, so more than this. We have a selection to choose from. That's
Right.
real good. And moving along right here, this is?
These are poems that we would put together for the bride and the groom to give out to their parents at the rehearsal dinner. And it's a picture of them when they're a baby, and you know, it's things like tomorrow's the day I've dreamed of all my life. I will then be marrying and become my love's wife, and for the woman, that's hers. And it goes on, and then for the son, it says, I know I don't say it often, and you can't read my mind, but on the eve of my wedding day, I thought I would be so inclined to tell you how special you are, and it goes on from there. So just little poems that makes tearjerkers for the parents.
Okay, thank you. As I said, this is a lot of great stuff out here, but why don't you tell the Into Des Moines crowd where they can find you and how can they get a hold of you?
Okay. I am located in Waukee. It's 475 Southeast Alice's Road, Suite C, Waukee. And my phone number is area code 515-987-5308. I do have a website. It's terrysnyderphotography.photoreflect.com. And I do have a Facebook page, Terry Snyder Photography. And I also have my own personal Facebook page, Terry Hogan Snyder, so you can get in touch with me any of those ways.
Okay, well, thank you very much for having us out here today, and we would like to thank you for joining us for another edition of Into Des Moines. And remember, make every day the happiest day of your life.